Hello, welcome to today's video. And in today's video we are going to install the front panel on the car and also install the left and right side front wing on the car. So let's get into it. Before we weld on the front panel of the car, we have seam sealed all of the seams, and we also painted the inside because afterwards we are not going to have easy access to this anymore to weld and prime it. So now we are going to line the front panel up to the car and then we are going to weld it. After we welded on the front panel, we started by installing the left and the right fender onto the car and also the bonnet. We tried to line everything up and make all the gaps nice and even, but this wasn't that easy because these cars out of the factory already hadn't such good body gaps. But we tried our best and we succeeded in getting the best gaps that we could. So now we have welded the front panel onto the car. It is welded along the top and also along these sides. The only thing we need to weld is over here. But first we put on the left and right front wing with self-tapping screws, and we lined up all of the body gaps. So as you can see, the body gap right over here and right over here are pretty much the same. Also, we line them up with the doors. So as you see, the body gap over here and in the back is almost the same. So now the next thing we are going to do is we are going to weld the left and right wing onto the rail, and then we are going to finally weld them on the bottom side also over there, and then the front will be back together. So in the meantime, I removed the left and the side front wing again, and this was to drill the holes that we need for the spot welding. So on all of the flanges where we are going to weld, I drilled some holes, and then I applied a weld-through primer on everything so that this is not gonna rust, and we can easily weld the two front wings onto the car. So as you can see, both of the side fenders are back on the car. Also, in the meantime, I painted the bulkhead, and also on the car itself, behind the bulkhead, I also painted it white. Because afterwards we are not going to get access to painting this anymore. So that's why I have done it already. The next thing to do is weld the side fenders on. But because we don't have much time left this week, this will be something for next week. So as you can see, the bulkhead is painted white together with the part that is behind the bulkhead, because afterwards we are not going to get access to it anymore. The two fenders are back on the car. My brother lined it up. So next week we are going to weld all of this in, and then most of the welding will be done. Also, my brother started on putting some filler on the car, especially in the spots where we have welded. This was because there were some holes of the trim, so we welded them up and put some filler on them, and beneath we welded in a repair panel. So he also put some filler on there, so when this is dry we can sand it, and then we can smooth everything out. Before the end of this video, I would like to give you guys a little sneak peek. I found this in my garage. I picked it up, I think, last year on one of the Ford meetings, and it's a front grille for the Escort Mk2 with the old Ford logo in the middle. I think this is the prettiest, and I can't hold myself, so we're going to put it on the car to see how it looks. The front grille can easily be installed by using some screws and putting them in the holes on the grille that line up with the plastic clips on the front panel. So I put the front grille on the car, and I think it looks pretty badass. I think this is one of the nicest grills you can put on a Mk2 Escort. and everything fits nicely. So that means the panels are welded on correctly. But this was the last thing I was going to do today. Hello, first of all, I would like to thank you all for the comments, the likes, and especially for the subscribers. We reached our first milestone of 100 subscribers, and that's something we need to celebrate. In the next episode, we will start to weld on the side fenders and also the heater bowl with the scuttle panel. And then normally all of the panels will be welded onto the car. So that's something for next week. Maybe also we will start to put on the white tarmac arches, so we can give you guys a first look of how the car is going to look. I hope you all understood me because it's pouring rain over here. But that's all for this week, and I hope to see you all next week. Bye bye.